the most gracious, the most merciful. I'm your brother, the English teacher, Mr. Ahmad عطيه. I work at انجال المستقبل Secondary School for its respectful owner, Dr. Sulaiman Namla, and its headmaster, Mr. Mاجد الفريدي, and under the educational supervision of Dr. ماهر. Today, we will start our lesson. It will be about a nice piece of grammar, which is infinitives and ing forms. Infinitives and ing forms. At first, what's the meaning of infinitive? Infinitive means the verb in the first form, the verb in the base form, the verb without any additions. So the infinitive means the verb without any additions. Additions like what? Like s, like ed, like ing. Okay? So the infinitive verb here means the verb without any addition. Okay? At first, we use the infinitive form to express purpose. To express what? To express purpose. For example, I'll go home. Why? Why will you go home? Yes, to get some rest. To get some rest. So the infinitive here comes to plus infinitive to express purpose. So I will go home to get some rest. To get some rest. Number two, we use the infinitive after certain verbs like want, like would like. Okay, for example, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a doctor. Want to plus the infinitive form. Here is the infinitive form. Okay. 3, we use the infinitive form after to and enough. To and enough. For example, have you got enough money to buy enough to buy this laptop? Have you got enough money to buy this laptop? Okay. Number 4, we also use the infinitive form after it plus be plus adjective. So we can use the infinitive form after it plus verb be plus adjective. For example, it's important, it plus is, which is be, plus the adjective here, which is important. Important is an adjective. So the sentence here is, it's important to learn English. For example, it's important to learn English language. Okay. So now we talked about the infinitive form, and we see that the infinitive form means the verb without any additions. We use the infinitive form to express purpose. For example, I go home to get some rest. We also use the infinitive form after certain verbs like want or would like. For example, I wanna be a doctor. We can also use the infinitive form after to and enough. For example, have you got enough money to buy this laptop? Finally, we can use the infinitive form after it plus be plus adjective. For example, important to learn English language. Okay. We can also use the infinitive form after most of the modal verbs. We can also notice that, you have to notice that we can also use the infinitive form without to. The infinitive form here will be without to. So we can use the infinitive form without to after most of the modal verbs like can, could, shall, should. will, would, may, might, must, etc. Okay? In that case, we will use the infinitive form without to. For example, I can go. I can go out tonight. I can swim. She can cook. It will rain tonight, for example. Will rain, will plus infinitive. Okay? That's all for the inform. Let's go to the second part of our lesson today. It will be about ing forms. Okay, ing forms. Ing forms, it means the verb plus ing. The verb plus ing. We can use the verb plus ing as a subject. As a subject, what the meaning of subject? We said before that the word of order of the sentence in English language is subject plus verb plus object. Subject is the first part of the sentence. For example, eating healthy food is good for you. Eating. Eat, the verb eat plus ing. We used it here as a subject. Okay? Eating healthy food is good for you. Okay? Number two, we can also use the ing form after certain verbs. After certain verbs. For example, after the verb like, after love, after enjoy, after finish, or after the verb avoid. For example, I enjoy playing computer games. I enjoy playing computer games. I enjoy, the verb after enjoy will be playing, playing, play with ing. So I enjoy playing computer games. Okay. Number three, we can also use the ing forms after certain expressions. For example, the expression how about or what about. We know that how about or what about, we can use them to express suggestion or to make suggestion. If you want to make a suggestion, you can use how about or what about if you want to suggest something for someone. For example, how about going to the park tonight? How about going? How about going? What about going? Playing, watching, visiting. Okay, the verb plus ing. So in that sentence we say, how about going to the park tonight? I suggest something to someone using the expression how about plus ing, plus verb plus ing. Okay. The fourth thing here, we can use ing forms after prepositions, after some prepositions. For example, the preposition of or for or in. In our example, you can say using the internet is a good way of communicating. Of communicating. Of plus verb communicate plus ing, communicating. Okay. So to summarize our grammar today, we talked about infinitive case, which is about the verb plus or the verb without any additions. For example, I'll go home to get some rest. We said that the infinitive case comes to express purpose or after certain verbs, after to and enough, after it plus be plus adjectives. We also said that we can use the infinitive case after most of the modal verbs. When we talk about ing forms, we see that it's used as a subject. For example, eating healthy food is good for you. We can also use ing forms after some verbs like or such as like, love, enjoy, finish, avoid. For example, I enjoy playing computer games. We can also use ing forms after certain expressions. For example, how about, what about? For example, how about going to the park tonight? Okay, we said that we can use it as a suggestion. We can also use ing forms after prepositions such as of, for, in, and so on. For example, using the internet is a good way of communicating. Okay, this is the first part of our lesson today. Now I want you to open your book, page 38. Your book, page 38. Or we will answer the questions here in our student book. In this page 38, there's a reading passage. By chance, the passage here is talking about e-learning and virtual classrooms. Okay, so after reading the passage, the answers of our questions will be first one will be if it means false. Number two, it's T, that means true. Okay, if we read the questions here, the first question says what? At the moment, there are not many sites on the internet for language learning. It's false. Number one, it's false. Number two, a teacher will still be needed in virtual classrooms. Yeah, that's right. That means it's true. Number three, in the virtual classes, the students decide which areas of language learning they want to focus on. Yes, it's true. In tandem email, both students are learning the same language. No, it's false. Number five, of all the methods mentioned in the text, interactive CDs are the most effective way of learning. Yeah, but this question is not mentioned. Sentence here, or this piece of information is not mentioned in the lesson. Number six, the writer believes that teachers will not be necessary in the future. False. False. Okay. The next page, page 39.